Today's lesson is all about the intersection and the union of the sets. We are also going to discuss the concept of Venn diagram and illustrate intersection and union of sets using the Venn diagram. So, what is the meaning of intersection of sets? Intersection of sets is a set containing elements common to the given set. The intersection of A and B, denoted by A intersection B, so that's the symbol for intersection of, is the set containing all elements of A that also belong to B. Example, suppose you are given set A whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And suppose we have set B, whose elements are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. If we want to get the intersection of set A and set B, we need to find the common elements of the given set or given sets. So 4 is common element to both A and B. 6, 8, and 10 are also common elements of set A and B. So therefore, A intersection B are 4, 6, 8, and 10. Let's try to have another example. Suppose you are given set M, whose elements are B, F, G, and H, and another set N, whose elements are A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4, and E. So kung makikita mo sa sets M and N, walang ibang common na elements dyan, but only B. Okay? Yung F, G, and H, walang ka-common doon sa set M. Therefore, M intersection N is just equal to B. Now let us try to consider the definition of union of the sets. Union of sets is the set of all elements formed by two or more sets. The symbol for union is this one. Okay? So, the union of A and B, which is denoted by A union B, is the set of elements which are in A or in B or in both. Example, suppose you are given set A whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we have set B whose elements are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So to get the union of set A and B, what we are going to do is just to include all the elements of set A and B in the elements of the union A and B. However, if you notice, we have 10 here and 10 here. We just write 10 once. Okay? Likewise, you are given, say, 6. So we just write 6 once. So therefore, the elements of A union B are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 14. Now let's try to have another example. Suppose you are given set M, whose elements are B, F, G, and H, and set N, whose elements are A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4, and E. So to get the union of set M and N, so we have M union N is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just combine all the elements of M and N in one set. So that is M union N. Let us try to consider this activity. We are given set P whose elements are 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Set Q whose elements are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. And set R, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we want to find P intersection Q, P intersection R, and Q intersection R. So what you are going to do is to pause this video and you try it yourself. Okay? So you may begin now. Alright. So this is now the answer. So if you want to find the intersection of P and Q, here's the answer. So you are given 15. The only element common to set P and Q is 15. So ito po siya. And no other elements common to both P and Q. Now, let's try to consider P intersection R. So the answer is 5. So the only common elements between P and R is 5. So yun lang. Ito po. And Q intersection R, we have 3 and 6. So we have 3 and 6. And no other elements common to both Q and R. So if this is your answer, very good. You got the correct answer. Good job. Let's try another example, but this time let's try to consider union of sets. So we have the same example for the sets, same elements, but consider natin yung union of set. So we want to find P union Q, or set P union Q. And then we want to find set P union R, set Q union R. So the same process, I would like to request everyone to pause your video and try to answer this activity. Okay, please do that now. Alright, so here is now the answer. So set P union Q is equal to 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 21, and 25. So what we are going to do is just to include all the sets in both union, or both sets rather. Then for P union R, here's the answer. So we have the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, and 25. And of course, we have Q union R. So you are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Alright, so please take note that you just write the element once. Okay, for example, in Q and R, 3 and 3 here appear twice, but you need to write it once in the set. Okay, so let's try another example. Suppose you are given set U is the set of the months of the year. Set X, March, May, June, July, October. And set Y, we have January, June, and July. For set Z, we have September, October, November, and December. So what you are going to do is to find X intersection Y, Y union Z, and X intersection Z. So I would like to request everyone to do this and pause your video to answer the activity. Go. Alright, so here's the answer. So X intersection Y. So if you notice, we have here June and July. So June can be found in set X and Y. July can be found in both set X and Y. But March, hindi po siya matatagpuan sa set Y. Also, the October. In January, you cannot find rather January in set X. So we have only June and July. So that's the intersection. Now how about Y union Z? So let's try to consider only Y and Z. So what you're going to do is to write all the elements there. So you are given January, you have June, you have July, September, October, November, and December. And how about the intersection of X and Z? So we have only October. So we have X and Z. Ang nandyan lang po nakaparehas or common ay yung October. The rest wala na. So the answer is October. So if your answer is this, congratulations because you got the correct answer. Now let's try to consider Venn diagram. What is the Venn diagram? The Venn diagram is a visual illustration that uses geometric shapes, which is usually rectangles and circles. Now in this case, we are going to use circles. Okay? So, tingnan nyo po yung itsura ng Venn diagram natin. So, minsan nag-intersect sila, minsan hindi. So, you are given this figure 1 and figure number 2. Sa figure number 1, yung set A and set B or yung circle nila nag-intersect. Yung sa figure 2, yung circle nila ay hindi nag-intersect. Ano ba ang mga tawag sa mga ganon? For figure number 1, we call that one as joint sets. Ano ba ang joint sets? These are two circles that overlap each other. So set A and B have something in common. An element in A is also an element in B. Now, let's try to consider figure 2. We call that one as disjoint sets. So disjoint, siguro ko malaman mo na rin kasi hindi sila or separate sila. Kaya disjoint sila. So these are two sets that are separated from each other. Set A and set B have no element in common. So let's try to illustrate that. Ano? For example, ito. Set A ngayon, meron kang 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ang set B naman, meron kang 5, 6. Alright? So if you notice, ang set A natin, ang elements niyan, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ang set B naman, ang elements niyan ay 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if you notice, yung 3 and 4 dito, yan yung common nila. Okay, so that's why they called, or the sets are called joint sets. Okay, whereas for letter A, suppose you are given 1, 3, 5, 7. In the set B, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So these two elements or these two sets are or have no common elements. Because for set A, you may say that lahat po ng numbers dito ay odd numbers. At dito sa set B, lahat ng numbers ay even numbers. So definitely, walang common sa kanila. So we call that one as disjoint sets. Okay? So yun po yun. Let's try to consider illustrating intersection and union of sets using Venn diagram. So please take note that set A has elements B, C, D. Set B has elements A, B, and C. If you want to find the union of A and B, this is actually the combination of all the elements of set A and B. So just write A, B, and C. Of course, we include D. Now, ano ba yung union? Yan. Yung yellow, ibig sabihin nun, kasama ang D, B, C, and A. Yan yung yellow. Yung yellow shaded portion ng circles. That means union siya. Alright? So, anything na hindi yellow, yan po ay hindi kasama doon sa A union B. Just like here, outside. Okay? Outside, kulay white sila. So, hindi yan kasama kung meron ng elements dyan. Illustrating intersection. So, intersection of A and B, if you notice, we have only B and C. So, ang nilagyan lang natin ng yellow color is yung sa loob nito. Ito lang part. Ito lang yung intersection ng set A and B. So, outside that, ito na kulay puti, hindi yan kasama doon sa A intersection B. So, therefore, A intersection B must be B and C, and this is the illustration using the Venn diagram.